Hello everybody, it's the Wizard Dude back for another review. I know it's been a while since you've heard my voice, but it's time we got into one of my favorite Disney things of all time, that being Lilo and Stitch. And I don't just mean the movie, I mean the whole franchise thing as a whole. I really like it. So, to start off, where to begin? Stitch. Stitch is the one cute little alien, Experiment 626 he is. Bet you guys didn't know he was originally supposed to be called Experiment 666, but that was changed for obvious reasons. So, I really like Stitch when he says the funny words, like saying stuff like, "Lala Baturkin!" Yep. Or stuff like, "Tutti Boaba!" I can do a good Stitch, don't you think? And Lilo's pretty nice too. She helped make Stitch who he is today. The thing is, Lilo didn't even appear in Kingdom Hearts, but by Sleep and Deep Space World, it's only based on the first 5 minutes of the first movie, which worked in a different sort of way because Terra, Ven, and Aqua decided to teach Stitch about friendship. The first movie was amazing. It helped define the franchise and what it is today, you know? Now, the creator's name is Dr. Jumbaju Kiba, who has a Russian accent and is a Grima. Grima, I saw that in the video PS2 game Experiment 626, so yeah. It's also where we meet 621, Chop Suey, who is really jealous of Stitch. And Jumba made a lot of experiments. And I mean a lot of them. 630 to be exact. Or 31. Yeah, it's 30 since cyber counts. And Pleakley? Cobra Bubbles convinced Pleakley species that mosquitoes are an endangered species. He's just fascinated by the Earth in general. He also is a comic relief and often gets funny things. And now let's talk about Nani. I think Nani is a bit too strict sometimes. But she does what's best for her little sister ever since Mr. and Mrs. Pelikai died. And yes, Pelikai is their last name. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but still. But even stinkier than Nani is Myrtle Edmonds. I do not like Myrtle. And you guys can kind of guess why. She's stinkier than Nani, and a bit weirder than Lilo, which I don't like when she calls Lilo Weird Low, and Teresa, Elena, and Yuki always go like a, yeah. I only think they follow her because she intimidates them, really. So the villain is Dr. Jacques von Hamsterville, whom we all know is a French accent, and helped Jamba create the experiments. I do good enough for that, too. He wants his experiments, so he hires Gantu to get him. We all know Gantu looks like a whale and talks a lot like this. Kevin Michael Richardson did a great job voicing the guy. But Gantu eventually saw the errors of his ways in Leroy and Stitch, which I'll talk about later, along with 625 or Ruben, whom I liked him, always making sandwiches and being a comic relief too. So Lilo and Stitch the series had a lot of quirky experiments, starting with Stitch the movie's Sparky 221, who made electricity. Some of my favorites include 062 French Fry, who makes a lot of delicious food. Then there's Yin and Yang, who are 501 and 502. They make a good pair. And many more. Leroy and Stitch, though, is when we met Leroy 629, who is sort of Stitch's, brother in a way, but he was created after, just like 627 was Leroy. So, but it was a good way to end the original series. Hamsterville was in jail. It felt like it had a good enough ending. But they had to ruin it by making the Stitch anime, which people tend to hate on the Stitch anime, but I don't blame them. He's with a girl named Yuna, and no, not the Yuna from Final Fantasy X with Tidus, aka Tidus' girlfriend. We're talking Yuna from Okinawa, with several more adventures. Hers and stuff like that. I actually like that. But I don't like Stitch and I, which is in China, and features almost no experiments but Stitch. That's all the time I got for now, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep the suggestions coming. I'll get to them. Later.